What if you had endless content to answer every single one of your customers' questions, even answer every one of your employees' questions? What if at every single part of your sales process, your customers knew they were in the right place by using this particular strategy and framework? Well, in today's video, I'm going to show you how we have generated 90% of our content for our niche, flood insurance, and how you can do the same, whether it's personal lines, commercial lines, health insurance, life insurance. So let's get started. But before we do, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to share, subscribe, and like the channel below so that you can continue to get the same valuable content that we teach business owners when building a niche every day, particularly insurance agents. Hi, I'm Chris with Niche Your Business. I'm going to say welcome back to the Niche Your Business YouTube channel. You know, for more than a decade now, I've been building niches and helping people build niches. You see, when I got into a niche, I didn't have any leads. I had to figure out a way to generate leads. And in today's video, I'm going to show you how not only I started that, but I still do it the same way more than a decade later. So today we're talking about content for your niche, whether it's commercial insurance, roofing, whatever. You know, particularly, more than likely, we're probably talking to insurance agents in this video. Where do you get this content? That's the question that people ask me every day. I get my content mainly from three areas. I'm looking at email conversations with my customers. I'm looking at phone transcriptions with my customers. And I'm looking at blog comments, just like I did just this morning where I pulled out a question on our flood insurance side. In fact, I'm gonna go in here real quick and even tell you the question that I got. I noticed that the FEMA website specifically stated that only government-backed loans required flood insurance. My loan on a commercial building was funded by a small local bank. Is that still considered a government-backed loan as approved to say FHA or VA or some kind of other federal loan? Would I still need flood insurance on funds from a private-owned bank? That's a great question from a commercial customer. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to answer that question on another one of my videos on my flood channel. I'm also going to send him my guide that we did on private bank funding and how the flood insurance requirements work. You see, that is just one example of how I use that content. That's my blog. I go through my blog comments every day. Now look, I haven't had one in a few days, had this one. It usually gives me a question or two every week. However, then my phone transcriptions, my email conversations, I'm pulling all those out as well. And I'm looking at those. And look, this is just three. Now, if I was going deeper, I'd be going into areas like Reddit, what people are really asking. I'd be using Mark and Sheridan's Endless Customers Title Coach, understanding what people are asking there. And then I'd be localizing it with my data where I'm specifically answering questions locally on my YouTube channel, on my Instagram, on my Facebook, wherever my audience is at. This is exactly how you can have endless content when you build your niche, where people are always going to know you're the go-to expert, like we've become in flood over the last decade, or that you were the authority. They always know that they're in the right place. Now, I'll give you an example this morning. I had a customer call me and say, hey, I'm going to go with this carrier. And they gave me this really great rate. They told me the claims don't impact it. Well, I could tell him immediately, hey, this company doesn't take claims over 30 grand. You've had 200 grand. But I'll call and check for you. And it was the exact same answer that I gave them. Look, so opportunity calls. And you've got to make sure that you've got the right content when it does call. That's why you need to be building your content in your niche using these things that I'm talking about in this video. Your blogs, your email, your phones. That's just a start. Go over the Reddit. Go look at the GPT Endless Customers. But also use our target audience builder. The first thing you want to know, who am I creating content for? In our target audience builder, if you're an insurance agency, we've got one specifically built for agencies. We've got one built for roofing companies, HVAC, that can help you build your audience, understand who it is you're speaking to. So you not only can you dial in your content, you can dial in your messaging and your emails, everything. So this is just three simple ways that you can create endless content for your niche in 2025 and beyond. I'm Chris with Niche Your Business. And I want to say thank you for watching today's video. And I look forward to speaking to you in our next video. And if you need help building your niche In the description of this video, you can go to our website, submit a form, connect with me, and I'd be happy to have a conversation with you like I do with business owners every day. Thank you.